Welcome to Chris Parkin Shooting Sports. Another unboxing today, and this is a Steyr, but it's not a Steyr centerfire, it is a Steyr rimfire. And here we are. This is the Zephyr II in 17 HMR. Contents of the box, we've got an instruction manual, and Steyr actually, from their CL2 centerfire, I remember has very, very detailed instructions, far above and beyond the ones you normally get. So we'll look at those in a moment. Other things in the box, we have a bolt, various bits of wrapping, and of course the rifle itself. So let's just get rid of this box. Right, here we are. I do like my little off-the-cuff unboxings because it just seems to be better than being non-formulaic. So this is available, this is a 20-inch barrel, and you can see the external of the barley twist hammer forging on this. Starting at the front, it's screw cut, and that is more than likely 1/2 inch for sound moderator, 1/2 inch UNC for sound moderator, or a brake if you want one. Working backwards, the barrel is fully floated and stiff enough to accept it's not going to contact intermittently. We've got some nice fish scale checkering here actually. Sling loop at the front, sling loop at the back. And also we have got a fairly standard 5-shot magazine, which looks very familiar because it is, frankly. It's a CZ magazine and they are compatible, interchangeable. This is 22 WMR or 17 HMR. So those are two calibers this rifle's available in. It's also available in a 22 LR. The bolt is got twin extractor claws here, firing pin on top. Looks like a rear locking with two lugs, one of which is there, the other one which will be the handle. So let's pop that in. And there we go. So it's got a very characteristic Steyr bolt handle shape here. And it'll be a single stage trigger. Oh, it's not, it's a 2-stage trigger. Oh, that is crisp though. So that's quite unusual, 2-stage trigger on a 2.2 rimfire, or a 17 HMR in this case, or any rimfire rifle. And the bolt release catch is on the left side here. So just handling that now. Looking over this, the stock is, it's quite asymmetric actually. It's got a nice palm swell on the grip for the right-handed shooter. Again, more of the fish scale here, and this is of course a beautiful walnut stock. So it has that little bit more of a look of finesse about it than some. On this side we've got very European sort of styling and a slim rubber recoil pad at the rear to grip into your shoulder. And shouldered, that does feel quite delicate with lots of finesse to it. I rather like that from the off. Now, I have done a full review on one of these before and I've shot them in the past. There are a lot of similarities fundamentally with the CZ455 action, and the barrels are actually removable, interchangeable. It's an 11mm dovetail for scope mounting. But it's a little bit longer in the stock. Before CZ launched the Royal in 457 format, this was a bit of a standalone rifle. It's very similar to the Royal in many ways, but as can be seen so often with the furniture on a rifle, the stock can completely change the handling character of any gun. And this just has a little bit more of the sort of slightly more old-fashioned European hunting rifle charm. You can imagine this in something like a large 375 Holland & Holland or equivalent European caliber used in Africa for decades past. Now, the foreend's got quite an interesting shape because it's difficult to see it on camera, but it's got like a V shape with a U at the bottom and it broadens at the top. So you've kind of got finger grooves without them being grooves. It's hard to explain really, but it does handle very nicely. So I will be putting a scope on this, setting it up, zeroing it. I'll add a moderator at the front and we'll shoot some groups, see what it looks like with the ammunition on hand. I've got 20 grain Hornady XTP and 17 grain Hornady VMAX ammunition. So we'll be shooting those on paper at 100 metres and see how well the barrel shoots and the rifle groups. I did recently a CL2 in 223, used it as a foxing rifle, and that was a stunningly good rifle. Very much reflected upon the barrel that Steyr make. And of course, yes, as I said, you've got the external finish of the barley twist from the hammer forging process. Just briefly, put that down, having a little look back at the instruction book. Got various certificates, warning notes. It's all in very good English. It's not sort of a Google Translate type of instruction book. It's been well written. And we've got technical data here. So, caliber 17 HMR, 22 LR, 22 WMR, 995mm or 39.2 inch overall length. Overall height is 155mm. More unusual statistic, but one that it's kind of incomparable with many other guns because they all measure a little bit differently, but you know, hey ho. Overall width, that'll be 62mm, probably on the cheek piece or the fore end perhaps. Magazine capacity 5 rounds. Overall weight 2.65 kilograms, 5.8 pounds. The barrel length is 500mm or 19.7 inches. So that's all very well specified actually, and I do like an instruction book because I think it reflects upon the way the manufacturer deals with shooters for whom it may be the first gun they've had, and they do have lots of questions and things they want to ask about. So the magazine it's a single column unit, the magazine. They load very easily through the top. You'll see that when I do the full review of the gun. And also, last thing I'll say is that they're a little bit like air rifles in a way, because I always think air rifles do display superb ergonomics that rimfires and centerfires don't always seem to catch up with. And that cheek piece shape, it's like shouldering a shotgun almost. It's nice and slim, it fits under your cheekbone without displacing the jaw itself. And the reach to the trigger is beautiful. But the fact it's a two-stage trigger is a little bit of a surprise to me, and it is a nice trigger, I have to say. So I will look forward to shooting this. Well, thank you to Sportsman Gun Centre for sending me this rifle. Please like, please subscribe and please comment, because your comments are what drive me to make more videos for you. Don't forget to click the notification bell and you'll see the weekly uploads, one of which will be the full review on this rifle. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.